It has officially been a decade since the original Zootopia movie, and with the massive wave of marketing for Zootopia 2 and the franchise as a whole, we actually received a Zootopia comic to help tide fans over while waiting for the sequel to release. Now that the trade paperback is out, it's finally time to see what Nick and Judy have been getting up to off screen, and whether this comic truly feels like a continuation of their story. With Boggo going over today's duties, it seems as if Nick and Judy are without an assignment. That quickly changes when the two are tasked with something special: crowd control. A brand new phone has just released, and they're unofficially becoming the bodyguards of 𝕎𝕒𝕟𝕥𝕒, the creator of the phones, who has been receiving multiple threats. However, when Judy is given the phone, before Judy causes a scene, Nick cuts 𝕎𝕒𝕟𝕒 off and calmly tells everyone to leave, leaving Boggo instantly regretting his decision. Nick works on calming the crew while Judy pieces together that the muskrat one of them smelled must have been hiding in a crate with the cargo. Rushing to the opposite airport, they arrive just in time and manage to catch the muskrat. During interrogation, they learn it wasn't even his idea. The package exploded without his knowledge. His story never changes, and with no clue who was behind it, the pair suddenly find themselves with a brand new case. The next day brings a whole new list of duties, though Boggo already knows Judy is going to push for the unsolved case. Wanting a closer look at the destroyed phones, Judy follows reports of intruders at a recycling centre, hoping it links somewhere. Reviewing the security footage, she notices the thieves targeted a different coloured bag. Planning a stakeout, Judy hides inside one of these bags while Nick keeps a lookout. Barely holding their patience, it finally pays off when the thieves grab Judy. Luckily, she planted a tracer beforehand. Judy calls Nick, telling him to hold off on the backup for now. The thieves reveal they were paying something to drop off bags of valuables, giving Judy both information and the drop off location. Nick jumps in at the right moment. Judy apprehends one of the suspects while Nick scares off the other. The case is clearly getting bigger, and with Judy as ADHD as ever, they finally have a real lead. Using fake jewelry and expensive looking props, they head to the drop-off and successfully plant the tracker aboard the boat. Returning to the station, Boggo is proud of their accomplishments, but justice never rests and neither do they. They're assigned to interrogate yesterday's suspects, with Judy about to perform police brutality. When interrogation goes nowhere, Nick comes up with an idea, and some falls asleep. Thankfully, it works just enough to give them useful information, leading them to a country club. Nick takes the lead as they're given a tour, encountering one member who is, well, an ass. While being shown around, they learn several valuables have gone missing, giving Nick and Judy an excuse to slip away. Things don't go smoothly, and after being caught, they're escorted through the club, only to discover 𝕎𝕒𝕟𝕒𝕒 is also there. Trying not to get caught, Nick quickly gets Judy sticky and wet. Soon after, the gardener discovers hidden valuables, revealing a mule has been stealing items after receiving the same mysterious message as the others. This time, however, the text hasn't disappeared. Unfortunately, they hit a brick wall and now need the mule's help moving forward. Back on the station, Boggo assigns the day's duties and surprisingly gives Nick and Judy their case back, even if it's because of their height. They're sent to a richer neighbourhood. They investigate stolen items, stereo equipment, tungsten jewellery, and art. While Nick gets some unexpected therapy, Judy spots some familiar suspects. The two chase them to the rooftop, while Nick is quickly forced into something he will regret. With him falling with style, Nick spots a drone, seeing that it's using the latches of the apartment to enter them. While Nick explains the situation, Judy pursues the controller on foot. The suspect is apprehended, once again linking back to the larger case, though it becomes clear someone may be watching them. We then open with Judy being waken up by Nick on their day off. Nick wants to visit the Junior Rangers, the same club he tried to join as a child. He explains it was a difficult time for him and wants to show the kids a predator doing something good for the community. Excited to teach them fishing, Nick quickly realizes the kids are more interested in Judy's uniform instead. However, the teachers decided to go gold panning instead. While rowing, one canoe drifts off with a scout inside, forcing a rescue attempt. Nick ends up stuck dealing with bears. Apparently the fish are still there, but they refocus and manage to save the scout just in time. With salmon everywhere, they confront the teacher, revealing yet another connection to the case. Judy realizes they're closer than ever, and with Boggo's help, prepares to return to where everything began. Judy goes undercover but is immediately recognised, questioning the phone dealer about one recovered device. The evidence suggests someone with extremely high clearance is behind everything. Returning to the recycling centre, they discover an entire shipment of phone aboard a ship. Except, the cases are empty, with the realization that the entire situation was orchestrated. All evidence points to 𝕎𝕒𝕟𝕒𝕒𝕒. They convince Boggo, and while he can't authorize an arrest yet, they decide to force a confession. Knowing they'll be spotted instantly, 𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 goes undercover instead. The plan slowly works as 𝕎𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 begins revealing information, until Judy accidentally blows their cover. With 𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 in danger, Boggo arrives just in time. They still lack proof to convict him. Oh wait a minute, with 𝕎𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 behind bars, the case is officially closed. As a fan of the series, it was generally nice getting new Zootopia content while waiting for the next movie, even if the release dates were constantly shifting. Thankfully, this didn't feel like an afterthought. The comics actually builds on the characters, with a standout moment for me being Nick wanting to show the campers a predator doing good for the community. That was a nice little callback. Nick and Judy feel completely in character throughout, capturing the same dynamic from the movie, but with lower stakes, which honestly makes for a refreshing change of pace. It feels like spending more casual time with the characters rather than watching another world-ending situation. For a timeline placement, my guess is this takes somewhere between the films, though some elements almost make it feel like it couldn't happen until after the sequel. Realistically, like the manga, it's probably non-canon, but it would be nice if it was. I would imagine, however, they're going to continue Zootopia as a comic. We already have a retelling of the first story as a graphic novel. I recommended picking it up, by the way. Many stories that appeared in a Japanese how to read manga, as well as a junior comics and obviously the Dynamite comic. Most likely with the third film set to release not too long from now, hopefully, we'll be getting another small comic run while we wait. So, what do you think? Would you want another Zootopia comic next? Or how about a mini TV series following Nick and Judy? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there, why not like and subscribe? It helps me out a ton. And speaking of helping me out a ton, thank you to today's supporters. It means the world to me that you support a channel like mine.